Lori Milroy, Kurdistan 24. My question comes from something that the panelists, including Mike, mentioned, which is that as tensions rise with Iran, one way that Iran is likely to respond is by threatening U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria. There is a colleague, Intifad Khanbar, an Iraqi American, has made a cogent argument that coalition troops, the bulk of them in Iraq, should move to Kurdistan, which the U.S. says is part of Iraq. They would be safe there and in proximity to the Islamic State, which is mostly now in the disputed areas on the Kurdistan border. Does that sound like an interesting and even reasonable notion to you?
I'd actually defer to Mike. Mike knows the sort of military situation on the ground much better than I do.
I would say, I would make the argument, we'll answer your question really quick, make the argument, if there is a one Iraq policy that everybody in our State Department and Department of Defense says Iraq is one country, then it shouldn't be controversial to move the U.S. training and equip program to Erbil, especially when the Shia political parties in Baghdad are asking for an invisible footprint by the U.S. and a maintenance of the U.S. training and equip program. Move it to Erbil, where it will be out of sight from the Shia political parties. Have it build a Sunni Arab and Sunni Kurdish force that can go after ISIS, because it has not been defeated. It has simply had territory taken away, and deny a permissive environment for our IRGC Quds Force militias in the north. It's very simple. If there is a one Iraq policy, moving something to Erbil should be okay, because they're Iraqis, right? It's controversial. I don't know why. Every party, from the moderate Shia political parties to the extreme ones, are wanting the U.S. to exit. And we're not going to exit because we have to defeat ISIS. If we're using that argument to stay in Syria, General Votel says we're not in Syria, we haven't been invited in, but we're there to defeat ISIS, then you stay in Iraq and you defeat ISIS because it hasn't been defeated.